Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another edition of Know Your Charity. My name is Faraz Patel. This is a show during Ramadan where we focus on various NGOs and the work that they are doing. Today, we've invited guests from Caring Women's Forum. Now, this is an organization that empowers our women folk across the country. Let me welcome my two guests. I'd like to first welcome Akila Dadamayat and Tasneem Magdamia. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and jazakallah so much for joining us.
Walaikum salam.
I
Thank
want
you
to
for having us.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. Akila, I want to start off with you. Caring Women's Forum. Why was there a need for it to be created?
So basically, Caring Women's Forum was started about 27, 28 years ago in 1995. There were a group of women in our community. Our founding member, Zainab Tayyab, is still with us. They decided that I think women, women have the sense of wanting to give all the time. Women are so nurturing. So I think in Muslims as well, we have this culture of khidmah, of giving to this community and service. And I think that's where the ladies in the community felt that they want to be able to start helping people. They originally started doing hampers and started doing bursaries. And alhamdulillah, from there, we've really grown phenomenally, alhamdulillah, with the mercy from Allah. And now our projects are far and wide. We do a whole lot of different projects. We are doing empowerment projects. We still do bursaries. For us, education's very important. We do a lot of feeding projects. We work with organizations locally and internationally. We try and network so that there's no duplication. Wherever there's a need or wherever there's something that we can help, that's where we are. We try and help.
Alhamdulillah. I mean, we're talking of 1995. It's the dawn of democracy, and still, there's the perception, that women are only allowed to be in certain industries. But you've got your organization, and this is an organization that says, well, it's time to break that stereotype and allow women to explore industries where it was purely male-dominated.
Absolutely. So for us, I think when it came to building the organization and realizing that, women are the foundation of our societies. I mean, it's been proven that once women are empowered, the community around them also gets empowered. Women lift as they rise. And I think our mandate as an organization is to make sure we empower women and empower them sustainably. And that means giving them access to education, access to skills development, access to networking so that they can, better their lives for themselves, their families, their children. And we find that that has a knock-on effect on everyone around them. You're right, breaking the stereotype. We found with, especially in our poverty relief projects, giving women the skills to be able to be the breadwinner of the household. We have many family cases where it's women-led households, and they need to find the skills to be able to support themselves, their children, and it's sustainably ensure that they are helping the next person next to them as well.
I'm going to come to you, Akila. It starts off, the project starts off. What are some of the earliest challenges that the organization faces in trying to help women? So you get various women coming through, they've got these challenges. How did, at the start, CWF assist them in achieving their goals and trying to help them and bring back some sort of dignity?
You're right, dignity is a big thing. So in giving, we try to do it in a dignified manner. We try not to be able to just give someone and say, we're giving to you. We try and find out what they need. We do a needs assessment case. Sometimes we help the ladies along for a few months. So say someone's in need of rental or she can't manage. So we try and assist with that. But we go through a whole analysis, a needs analysis. We find out how much or what she needs. We also try and find out from the community, or find out from her what skills can she do, or she has. How can she go forward? What are her goals going forward? How can we motivate her? And then from there, we try and see where we can fit in. We have a wide network that we can go through. And then from there, we see where we can fit in or how we can help her going forward.
Same single mothers, I mean, there's so many. How do you assist them? Because it's not just the financial needs, it's the psychosocial needs. It's whatever trauma she may have gone through, whatever she had gone through, and whatever the case may be with regards to her. How does CWF assist single mothers who are really struggling to put number one, food on the table, and of course, give the children the necessary education, which is according to our Constitution and Bill of Rights?
So I'm glad you're asking that question. We found, especially post-COVID, and very much so during COVID, we faced a lot of gender-based violence victims. We have a sister organization called Sisters of Light, which provides a safe haven for these victims of gender-based violence to get them the support, the care, anything that they may require from a psychological perspective, from basic needs, giving them a safe haven where they can regroup and start leaning on our network of professionals that will assist them getting back on their feet, not just financially, but psychologically as well, making sure there's care and support for any children that they may come with, ensuring that they're in the right space and frame of mind to pick themselves up and take on the responsibility of leading their homes and their households, and giving them the skills that they will need, not just from being able to earn an income, but also to handle the psychological responsibility of now looking after their kids and finding a way to get back on their feet.
Ladies, I wanna stay on gender-based violence because this was even more increasing during 2019, and then obviously during the COVID-19 period. When we talk of gender-based violence, it is the next pandemic, as the South African government has declared, and President Cyril Ramaphosa. How do you as an organization, first of all, bring the woman into a safe haven, giving her the space to move away from that abusive relationship or marriage, and convincing her that there is more to life than what the trauma she had gone through? I want to start off first with you, Akila.
So that is a difficult area. As Tasneem said, the Sister of Light organization, it's in an undesignated area so that people don't know where it is. So if there's a case that comes up and if we feel that there's a need for this, these ladies are then taken away with their children. It's almost like it's a big facility, it's a big area, it's a safe area for them. There's a wide space for the children to be at as well. We have them there until, or at least there's a period of time that we have them there for. In that time, she goes for counseling. There are a bit of skills development. There's confidence building. There are times when the ladies do end up going back because that's what she feels is best for her, and that's what she needs to do for her and her family. And then there are times when the ladies are ready. They either they, I think, gain confidence. A lot of the times they're not confident and they feel they have to stay in that relationship. And once I think they're confident and they feel that they can manage and go out, we also try and help if there is availability to get them a job or something stable, a place to stay. And then from there, if they're ready to move on, they move on.
Alhamdulillah. Tasneem, that safe haven that I asked Akila about, creating it, it's important, isn't it? Because so many women who go through abusive relationships and marriages feel the world is over. How do you make sure that there's a bright future and that light of the end of the tunnel is going to be there?
As an organization, our mandate is not just to give a hand out, but to give a hand up as well. In that situation, when we decided to partner with Sisters of Light, we knew that what we were trying to do was to reduce the number of repeat victims of gender-based violence, like Akila said, to give them the confidence and the psychological kind of skills that they'll need to be braver and bolder to take on the next challenge. It's challenging given what they've gone through as it is. We provide the security network as well to get them to the safe house. Like you said, many women feel that there is no way out. I think the services that we provide, Sisters of Light provides, gives them a glimmer of hope that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that there is a community and a society that can help them and just lift them up once again.
Jazakallah for that. And we will be coming back after the break because we're going to focus on some of the work and the projects that Caring Women's Forum had successfully achieved. And that's why we have these NGOs to talk about the success that they have achieved with regards to the work being done across various communities. Do stay tuned to Know Your Charity. Welcome back to Know Your Charity. I'm speaking to two ladies from Caring Women's Forum, Akila and Sister Tasneem. Akila, I want to start off with you. The recent project that you guys had conducted yourself in the Turkey-Syria project, discuss with us just the success that had come from it.
Alhamdulillah, with the community's help, it's all through the mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we were able to raise 1.7 million rand. We used that funds, we worked with Gift of the Givers. We always feel once we're working overseas, we try and work with international accredited organizations, so it's just easier. With Gift of the Givers, money was used for medical assistance, medical care, tents, generators all across the board. And for us, alhamdulillah, we felt that the people of South Africa were really committed and really assisted the people of Turkey and Syria, alhamdulillah.
Tasneem, I mean, this is a volunteer-based group. So a number of the women that join, I mean, educated women, mashallah, alhamdulillah, expertise in their fields. But how is the time made in order to make sure that especially the vulnerable communities and those who are in need get the attention that they deserve?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We're a pure volunteer-based organization. All the women in our team do this, in their spare time. Whenever we can, we are, on WhatsApp groups, communicating with each other every day. So when a disaster like the earthquake happened, we immediately plug into all our networks, find out what needs, what the priorities are, and then our communities come in and rally around us to support where the support is most needed. The women give off their time voluntarily. None of the donations that we get are used for any sort of admin fees or salaries. Every cent does get given to every project that we assign it to. And alhamdulillah, we've got a good culture of amanat and trust amongst the ladies, that we know who we can lean on, who's an expert in which field. And alhamdulillah, through the grace of Allah, we've been managing to manage lots of international projects, local projects, and just make a little bit of difference so that we know we're leaving a legacy behind.
Alhamdulillah. One of the other projects, Akila, is the CWF Kids. Talk to us about that.
So we have CWF Kids. For us, I think as mothers, we are the ones, the first teachers for our children. And if we are able to inculcate that idea of giving and of service to our children, then I think it's some kind of legacy that we leave behind for the future generation. So CWF Kids is all across South Africa. And nowadays, with social media, with technology, we have the ability. So, alhamdulillah, we have these chat groups where the mums are in different towns are able to facilitate and organize. At the moment, CWF Kids are doing Eid cards. We do, in Ramadan, we do about more than 700 gifts to children in different homes and centers that we support throughout the year. So, the children, CWF Kids will be making cards for these presents. Children are getting either abayas or kurtas, a sweet pack, either shoes or a tracksuit. Each home tells us what they'd like or what their needs are for the year, or is a gift for Ramadan, and that's what we do. The CWF Kids will also be sending Eid cards via African Muslim Agency to Lebanon. So that's really sweet. The kids write a little note, and it's actually very special when you see the kids in Lebanon getting a little card from someone in South Africa. At least they know that people are thinking about them and we care about them. So it's very special.
This being Ramadan, Tasneem, talk to us about the projects that are being done for this Ramadan, previous Ramadans. I mean, we had COVID-19, so a lot of the work was stopped. But talk to us what happens during Ramadan from a Caring Women's Forum perspective.
So alhamdulillah, during Ramadan, our community really does come out and support in every way possible. We've been doing the sweet packs that Akila mentioned. We do daily feeding as well through Ashraful Aid. During the last 10 days of Ramadan, we also make sure that there's feeding in refugee camps through Africa Muslim Agency. The various homes, orphanages, frail care facilities that we support get the Eid and or Ramadan gift from us. We ask the community to come out and assist in packing hampers, and then we go out and distribute it. It's a fantastic community spirit event. It just gets us into the culture of giving, more importantly, during the month of Ramadan.
If the viewers want to contribute towards Caring Women's Forum, what would they need to do, Akila? And can they visit the facilities, or is there a website where they can go ahead and make a contribution during Ramadan and even outside the month?
Absolutely. Definitely they can make contributions. We really need the assistance. We have an Instagram page that they can follow. It's called The Caring Woman. We have a website, www.cwf.org.za. They can get us on that. We also have an email address where they can email us, join us. We have volunteer groups that they can join on. Even if they send us an email, we have they can join us on our site visits. Definitely in Ramadan, we do every weekend, we have something planned. We do, as Tasneem said, the sweet packing was held this morning. We'll be doing drop-offs at the various homes all throughout the Gauteng area. So please, we are looking for volunteers, we are looking for assistance, we're looking for support, and we really, really appreciate all the support we get from our community.
One final question for you, Tasneem. The future of CWF, any other future projects that your organizations conducting themselves in?
So the future, like we spoke about CWF Kids, we are trying to, promote the mission of changing the world with care with the generation that's coming up behind us. I think, like we spoke about our founding members in 1995, we are currently running the organization, but we want to hand over the baton as well to the youth coming, from our communities across Johannesburg. We are doing a lot of work during Ramadan. We have a CWF cancer care group as well, which provides some family or community support to anyone going through a cancer care. We have a CWF medical team as well, that should anyone in the community need medical advice, assistance, or medical equipment, that we assist in that regard as well. Our projects range far and wide across South Africa and internationally with our partner organizations, disaster relief, local community poverty relief, bursaries, food hampers, food distribution, weekly feeding is all part of our mandate. So Alhamdulillah, through the grace of Allah, we hope to continue and grow and pass it on to the generation coming over after us, that this work can continue, inshallah.
Ameen, Tuma. Ameen. Akila, Tasneem, I'd like to say Jazakallah so much for joining us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant both of you barakah, strength, and the ability to continue the fantastic work that you're doing across various communities and keep your organization growing from strength to strength.
Ameen. Jazakallah for having us.
Ameen, Tuma. Ameen. That is Akila, Tada Mayat, and Tasneem Magda Mia joining us here on the Know Your Charity to discuss the Caring Women's Forum. For myself, Faraz Patel,